people, the place to be. What's going on? It's me. You know how we do things here at 2 Drink Minimum Reactions. We ride until the wheels fall off or until the drink runs dry. And the drink ain't run dry yet, so here we go. 5 things the worst people in the world love doing in public, courtesy of our sometimes friends over at Crack, starts right now.
Okay, look, there are over 7 billion people on Earth, and all of us, with the exception of some sea captains and all of the short straw citizens of North Dakota, are crammed together into the relatively tiny area of inhabitable space on this ball. And it's crowded, and it's uncomfortable, and it's very, very easy to just be in the way. Thankfully, there are built-in tacit rules for crowded public spaces to ensure everything keeps running smoothly and to keep us from clumsily interjecting ourselves into one another's lives. But here's the thing. You're fucking it up. You haven't paid attention, and now you're an obstacle to everyone around you. The rules can't be tacit anymore because apparently if they aren't said explicitly, no one pays attention. So, going forward, when you are driving or walking or just waiting in public, please consider these, at the very least, the 5 basic rules of etiquette. And if at any point you find yourself thinking, what's this guy's problem? I've never been annoyed by any of this stuff. Let me be perfectly clear. You are the problem. Number 1, if you're waiting in line, have a plan when you get to the front of that line. Whether you're waiting to order food, or to exit a parking structure, or to just get a seat on a plane, have a goddamn strategy in mind. Because when it's your turn, everyone is counting on you.
That's right.
They are rooting for you to get it right.
That's right.
Know what you want to eat. Know where your ticket is. Know which bag is going in the overhead and which one is going under your feet. Because
right.
if you get to the front and you are immediately bewildered by all of the sudden accountability thrust on you, then you have actively contributed to suffering in the world.
That's right.
Also, different places have different lines. If you're at a hometown buffet, feel free to get right up in the ass of the person in front of you scooping chocolate pudding into their soup. But if you're at a drugstore or a bank or a bookstore, there's a built-in buffer of at least 5 feet between the person doing their business and the rest of the line. They are not waiting for some other bullshit that does not pertain to you. Don't jump in front. This buffer exists because no one is psyched about sharing the particulars of their trip to the pharmacy or bank with another person. And if you're wondering how bookstores got grandfathered into this grand tradition, great question. Please, write it down on a piece of paper and keep it in your pocket. Keep it forever. Number 2, if you're walking in a crowd, stop stopping. Stop it. Stop stopping. Be aware of the fact that people are walking around you, and they have assumed that you too have selected this mode of transportation to get somewhere. When you stop in your tracks to look at your phone,
That's right.
talk to someone, or to just have a little think, you have created a wake of inconvenience.
That's right.
behind
At
you.
least
You
move to the
realize
fucking
that
side.
people hunched and contorting.
Move
their entire
over.
bodies
Get
over
out of
your
the way.
motionless body, trying not to touch
Go find a
goddamn
wall
stranger's
somewhere.
torso first. Which leads us to rule number 3. Don't touch strangers. Don't touch them. Don't touch their clothes. Don't touch their shit. Don't touch their babies. Don't touch their bellies when you think that there might be babies in those bellies. Nobody touch each other. Being touched by a stranger can ruin your entire day. Obviously, kisses on the neck don't count. Number 4, respect blind left corners. When you are walking around a left corner, you're not shaving off time by shortcutting your angle of approach and hugging the corner, Nicky Lauda. You're turning yourself into a liability for anyone coming the other direction. See, all pedestrians, whether we realize it or not, pedest like we're piloting human-shaped cars. Our natural inclination is to walk on the right side of a hallway or a sidewalk, while people coming the other direction walk on our left.
That's right.
When you approach left corner, it's your obligation to give it a wide berth to avoid collision. More importantly, to keep society from collapsing into pure anarchy. And before any of you
Come on,
complain,
Soren.
yes, if you live in Great Britain or one of the many other countries where everyone drives on the opposite side of the road, then obviously you switch. Yeah, soccer's called football there. Oh, Americans are fat. Fucking Marmite. Let it go. And finally, number 5, don't throw stuff out your car window. Come on, what are you doing? Cigarettes? Fast food remnants? What's that? Clumps of hair? Clumps of human hair? Stop throwing hair out your window. It's for birds to make a nest. If you really believe that, then save all of it, make a pile of it outside your front door, and leave it there. You won't, because that's fucking gross. So instead, it's tangled around my windshield wipers. Also, the birds are fine. They don't need your help. That's just a cheap excuse to go on believing that the portion of the world behind you ceases to exist after you travel through it. And it doesn't. It's still there, and it's alive and rich with people who hate you. If we can all just agree to follow these very simple rules, it won't change the world, but I think it will make it just a little bit more tolerable, which I think is a pretty good goal. If we could just... What is that? Why are you barefoot? Is he barefoot? Why don't you have any shoes on? It helps your gait? Oh no. F this. I'm done. No. You're on your own. I'm sorry. This is stupid.
All right, lost me a little bit there at the end. Like, I don't see too many people toss too many rappers out the window. I do see cigarette butts though, and hair. Never seen that before. But the walking shit, yes, motherfucker. Come on. Like it doesn't change. However, walking, whether you have a shopping cart in a fucking grocery store, same shit. Treat it like a fucking car. Treat it like you got the right side, right? You're coming around that left corner. Come wide around that fucking left corner. You understand? Come fucking wide around that left corner. Because if I'm coming right, I'm hugging the fucking thing here. Can I add something else? If you're parking your car, especially if you're parking your car in an area like Santa Monica or Long Beach, where you know parking sucks, and you know parking in the city is just designed to give fuckers parking tickets because they're the fucking parking Gestapo. Alright? If you live in a city like that, take as little space as possible when parking your goddamn car. If the line is here, right? You want to park your car right there, right on the line. You know why? Because you're not going to get a ticket. Yeah, you can do that. And if more people do that, give yourself enough space to back up a little bit and go. But make enough room so that you can try to fit another car in there. So you could try to fit another car in there. Because if you are the driver that has to drive around for hours looking for parking, and you know how people should be parking your car, like I do, you're going to be pissed off. Because there are several times that I've driven around the neighborhood, like, there were two or three parking spots that could have been available, except motherfuckers don't know how to park. The parking line is here, and fuckers want to park their car right here. Just 3/4 of a car length so that you can't fucking park your car there unless you're a mini. Or they want to park half a car length so you can't fucking park your car there even if you're a mini. Fuck these people. Motorcycles, you don't count because you can park those shits anywhere. Fuck it, eh? You're right, Cracked. The worst people in the world love doing that shit in public. And these are literally the worst people. I can't fucking get fucking fuck.
Sit like city, bitch. Sit like city, sit like city, bitch. Sit like city, sit like city, bitch. Sit like city, sit like city, bitch.